Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And right away, he lost.
Bruh, did you see that bullshit?
He dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30.
Bruh, did you see that shit?
They'll operate from the 32.
I made you fumble and they just said like the play was dead.
Former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the
Hell
linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
What I'm saying is I grabbed you, I stripped you.
Gotta find a way to
and then you fell down, but you ain't even had a ball.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Which one of y'all in Indianapolis?
Baltimore first down.
Come here.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. They have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Damn.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before they take it down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35
I remember
yards.
that shit, bro. That shit ain't gonna work.
Play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Oh!
Smith, and it's intercepted.
Oh, I see how it does this shit.
Earl Thomas, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Bro, you got lucky.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram.
Oh my God.
10 yards on the pickup there.
Why they always do
2nd
that?
down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st down, Ingram.
Nope.
And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. It'll be a gain of 7, but I imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So what's up?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
You want to have 8, 9 picks this game?
It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping.
Oh, my God. Why that nigga always lurking?
Seahawk Earl Thomas.
Something on my shoulder.
Bring this back It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be.
Catch it.
Say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards? Take it all the way to the house.
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here.
Oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. New Orleans.
We always fight for them yards.
Jared Cook. 75 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Man, our game's
The
definitely
Raven
close.
offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. After one, a
gonna put my arm in the
game,
business.
7-6. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to go for a big play down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
You kill. 50 seconds mark. I can't get let you play. I can't get let you play. 50 seconds to mark.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands.
What's that boy? 7 out of 11.
Let's see what kind of disruption he can cause.
48. You kill. You ready? 14.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is Cook with the grab. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do go for it. It's Breeze.
Come on, man.
Room here to run.
Yeah.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that
on, bro. Let's get it.
maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Check.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. And that is incomplete. Took a shot
nah, bro. We're not going out like that, bro. You tripping. Sorry, bro.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Breeze now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
Come on, Kamar, you right there,
I don't think
bro.
that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And that'll wind up
Bruh,
incomplete.
don't ride me like
Play
that,
call
man.
there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let him play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble.
Well, man, why would you want to do that?
We're not seeing it right now.
Catch the ball.
1st down, but this
Damn, did
field incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. To throw is Breeze. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Domata Peko coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They'll run here with Ingram. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Tucker's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He uncorks it for Snead. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
fumble
inside
that,
the 20
man.
before he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Tyus Bowser able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they finally get him down at the other 46. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Breeze now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Play action. Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Returnable for Thomas. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Jackson on 1st down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now Breeze. Takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyer. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some ball was tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Breeze to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
But the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Pressure comes, but it doesn't prevent him from getting off a good one here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Again, they'll run with Ingram. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. So don't say nothing.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Let's put him on the buses. Sean, keep him on the bus.
47 mic. 47 mic. Mike 47. Yo.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Match box. Light 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Orbit. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't try.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
You go take. Hey, kill.
After the sack on 1st down, Breeze, he gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. Gonna go 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
To throw again. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. Going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Snead's got it. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This time Jackson will throw it. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 9-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end that feel a little bit better as they continue to move.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood, 65 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Luck's good on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw slim.
And he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
He's coming. Double up. Under. He's coming. Double up.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That escapes the sack. A strong running. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go. 47's the 47. Check. That's it. Defense wins championships, baby. Switch. Check.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Like, what, 5 or 6? Let me see. What about so?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
You ain't lying. 26-13.